All right, everybody, today we're going to do a video about ground cover and what is a weed, what's a ground cover. It's a fine line. To me, I've been enjoying all of my native plants and as well as this horse herb here. It's a really pretty little ground cover that grows everywhere around here, and I'm starting to get more little colonies of it, and I really like it. I'll show you some close-ups of the flowers, and it really doesn't get any much higher than what it is. So it's easy to mow down if you want, but I'm practicing and kind of experimenting this year with leaving it as a ground cover, and so far I'm really happy. And if you can see, I've always envisioned there being a little creek, a dry creek running through here that would lead you up to the pond. And the horse herb's kind of growing just around where I would have wanted that. I'm not doing it right now because we're not planning to stay in the house very much longer. But if we were to, that would certainly become a dry creek, and you can see how it's sort of carving itself out. And the water does flow through here, and we do have an actual creek behind us, so the water flows right through that hole. There's like a little divot right there in the fence, and it does flow through there, so it is an active and very useful creek. So I've been just kind of carving this out like a little sculptor. I'm a little garden sculptor today, and I have all of my natives here, and you can see all of the natives about to pop up. We had some of the little pink buttercups up in here. We have bee balm and coreopsis popping up, and it's amazing by the end of the summer, and I'll show you that as we get closer to all the beautiful blooms. So I just wanted to show you that today and show you that you can definitely carve out and make your garden your own. And if it's not a weed to you, then it's not a weed. I mean, it can be whatever it is. And it says it's somewhat invasive, but if you're looking for a ground cover, then I suppose that's what you want. And this stuff is everywhere around here. So I do feel like it's much more of a native than an invasive in Austin, Central Texas. So this is where I'm at right now. And to some people, it may look like an overgrown mess, but if you can define those edges the way that I have with my lawnmower, let me turn this around. So what I'm doing in here is just defining my edges and creating a very intentional meadow. I did put some seeds in here. Whenever I come across some seeds, I throw them in here and kind of let them figure it all out. You know, the grasses are wonderful. That gives little creatures places to hide and protect themselves from predators and just to cozy up at night. But yeah, I have some little wine cups here that are just starting to bloom. These beautiful, beautiful wine cups. And those do grow native, but I do think that those came from a packet of the Ladybird Johnson seed packet. So I just want to kind of show you around. So here's some more of the horse herb. And you can see it's got little tiny yellow flowers, and it only gets about 4 inches, maybe 6 at the highest. But in my opinion, I think it's really pretty. So I'm kind of gonna let this little island of it grow in and just see where it goes from there. I think it's really pretty. You know, in the old days, they used to grow clover in their front yards before we had actual sod. And the nice thing about this is that the heat doesn't even bother it because it is native and adapted to our soil conditions, which a lot of this is just built on limestone. I could show you a little bit of that example over here. Pan over this way. This is my dog's favorite area, as well as like any of our gas, but you can see like we're literally built on limestone. So any of the soil that you see that we're growing in is just soil from like decomposed leaves and matter. So we only have about maybe 4 inches. Obviously we don't have anything right here, but I love this little space. I love the beautiful just calico almost look of this rock. And this is a slab. So when we've tried to dig in here, is no go. And I don't really want to mess with that. I think it's really beautiful. And I think it adds something, just a little place for your eye to kind of stop and pause. And here's an overview. Just enjoying our day outside today because it is a beautiful day. And honestly, guys, this is just my dream backyard. And we are considering a move to be closer to family. But honestly, this is going to be hard to replace. It's just been a very, very special home and garden for us. I will show you an oopsie. It wasn't on my part, guys. I went to buy some yellow pear tomatoes, and I don't think they gave me the right tomatoes. And if you know what type of tomato this is not a pear. The pear-shaped ones are pear-shaped, and they would be already ripe at this size. So I'm not even sure what kind of tomatoes we're getting, but we are getting some tomatoes. And I am happy about that. It's just, I really like my yellow pears because I make a salsa with them that's gorgeous. So I won't be having those this year unless I can get something in the ground really quick. And I have some peaches in my peach tree. Those, hopefully we can get at least a few before the squirrels get them. You never know. I've come out here to pull some harvest and they were all gone, so something got them. I'm not really planting any food in this one. I do have some lemongrass that I want to replant, and I have some shrimp plant in here. It became a huge ant colony, and I had to put some ant killer on it, unfortunately. And I'm really afraid to like plant actual food in that because it's basically poison. So I'm just gonna leave this for like maybe some cut flowers and just pretty things. So yeah, I'm really sad about that, but I didn't know what else to do because it was just infested. So we're gonna leave off at that for now and just give you another pan of the yard. And I think it's really beautiful. And here's another little pathway that I'm trying to carve out because I really don't want to cover some of this. That's a sewer thing. I don't know what's in there, some knobs and stuff. So I kind of try to keep that open for access so it doesn't get buried by all the natives. And here's a little glimpse of the pond from this angle. Very, very beautiful. We're loving our pond. Just the most beautiful sounds. This is Ricky. He's one of our older pups. He's 14. And just enjoying the day outside. Can barely keep his little eyes open. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. Life is good, buddy. Life is good. So sweet. I'm gonna take my time a little bit and let y'all just enjoy this because it really is a special home. When you live under a 300-plus-year-old oak, kind of hard not to make it special. It kind of does that on its own. We're just the carekeepers for now, for this little small segment of time. And we're very happy to be here, taking care of this beautiful yard and tree. I'm trying to justify moving, guys. It's really hard, but we want to be closer to our family. and we're really happy that we got this chance to live in this beautiful home with great neighbors and friends. Gonna be a little quiet and let y'all just enjoy this for a little while. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and I hope it was relaxing and y'all can enjoy this. Maybe having some coffee or a little glass of something that you like. I appreciate everyone for being here. Hope everybody has a great day. If you have any other ideas or videos you'd like to see, please let me know. And we'll end this on the best note. A sleepy dog in the garden.